Yeah, now okay. So, Jai Matrbhumi, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Jay, and good afternoon.
Yeah. How is your day going so far, ma'am?
My day is going so far so good. How about you?
It's fantastic, ma'am. My day because nowadays I have holiday, so I'm free.
So are you
So,
enjoying it?
would yes, I enjoy. Yeah. So, would you please introduce yourself, ma'am? Firstly.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. So yeah, hi, my name is Yasmin. I'm from Bihar, and I have completed my graduation. These days, I'm working as English teacher by profession, and apart from this, I'm running a YouTube channel. And if I talk about my hobbies, so I love to read self-help book and talking with the people about mindset and self-growth. That's all about me.
Nice hear about you, ma'am. So,
Yeah.
I also introduce myself because you also know don't know me. So, I am Bhavani. I am from Raipur in Chhattisgarh. If you talk about my qualification, I have done post graduation in English literature and DLED also. I am a teacher. I teach primary classes and my channel name English with Bhavani. That's all about me.
Okay. So how long have you been created your channel?
It's been 4 months completed.
Okay, that's great. So how's your channel going on?
It's good.
Okay,
Yeah, good. People like it, so I'm happy.
that's great. So like, what's the reason behind it? Like, why did you started your journey for learning English and your channel as well? Is there any specific reason?
Yes, ma'am. Because I am a teacher, so I should knowledge this language. I should want to learn this language, and I am a teacher in English subject. So I'm unable to speak English fluently. So that's why I'm here, and I tried many times learn this language, but after some days I escaped. So now when I create my channel, so in my I my in my responsibility to consistency maintain for upload video. So this way I daily take 1 or 2 session for my YouTube channel and for learning purpose. Both are going on good.
Okay, that's really amazing. So what all the challenges do you have right now regarding the English language?
Yeah, I know there's grammar rules, but while speaking time, I forget everything.
Okay, okay. Actually, it happens with all the co-learners whosoever are learning this language. They always compare, I want to speak English, and when the time comes to speak, is I start fumbling, and even my mind goes blank, right? It's just because you have very less amount of, I can say, vocabulary and lack of practice, right? So
Yeah,
it will automatically be overcome if you keep on doing practice and keep on speaking more and more. And I think if you surround yourself with this language, I can say, because right now it's not possible to us to have an environment for speaking English. So we have to create it by our own, by thinking, by reading books, by watching any video, by talking with the people. So likewise, we can surround ourselves by learning this language, right? Then it will be very easy
right.
for us.
Yeah. So I tried. I daily read books and I watch videos and only English content. And I also note down writing. And there my daily routine, you can say. And whatever I come thought my mind, so I write there. And also speaking for practicing a conversation video.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you are on a right path, I can say, because you're doing speaking, listening, right? So I think for learning any language, I'm not saying specifically about the English language, any language. The most important thing is listening. If you listen to
Yeah.
any language so carefully, so you'll be able to observe the words, how to construct a sentence. Then you can imitate it. and then you can use it in your day-to-day life. So the best way to learn any language is while you are listening to someone. If you pick up you if you get any unfamiliar vocabulary or any sentences that you use that you like, okay, so you can just watch quick and you can just utilize the same vocabulary in your day-to-day life. So this is the best way to learn any language. I'm not saying about just English language, any language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I know because when I don't know my mother tongue, okay, I know only I able to understand, but at that time I'm not able to speak that my mother tongue. Okay, Telugu in my childhood. But when I young and I listen to too much and I watch Telugu South movie, so this way I learn this language and now I'm able to fluent in this language. But now turn English, so there I face problem. But yeah, gradually I improved in this language also.
Exactly, because if you learn any, you have learned a different language that you didn't know, right? So if you can learn that language, then this like you can also learn this language as well. But make sure don't take it so much burden on your shoulder because this is just a language, right? And this is not our
Yeah,
own. I can, right? So don't take it so much. Just take it easy, but make sure that be consistent. That matters a lot.
yeah, it's true,
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
Yeah, I'm focused. Um, Daily, I try to one or a two video um, conversation. This way, I do many mistakes, but I this way learn there. And yeah, I'm still happy. Yeah,
Me, I make many mistakes.
I make many mistakes.
Yes, yeah. So you can likewise while you are speaking with someone, just try to speak and just be conscious, be a good listener, right? Just try to listen. Like you, it's not about listening any podcast or any conversation video. It's about while you're talking with someone, just listen very carefully. What all the sentences or what kinds of vocabulary do they use, and you just pick up that vocabulary and that word. Like right now, I have told you about the make mistake, right? So if you learn to, if you just, if you're talking with someone, right? And if that person is using making a mistake, right? So you can just observe that things and then you can implement it in your English language.
Okay.
Yeah. So do you have any more question?
So yeah, I want to know, ma'am, your journey. How you learn this language, and when did you start learn this language? So at that time, which kind of problem were you faced?
Okay, yeah, sure, sure. So actually, I started this language in 2021, the month of December. And if I talk about the challenges, so yeah, I do had lots of challenges while when I started learning this language because I had no idea what should I do and from where should I start learning this language. But what did I do? Firstly, I started listening. I started listening like that time I didn't even understand like properly, but still I would feel so uncomfortable. And then after listening, what would I do if I would get any unfamiliar vocabulary? I would just jot it down. But that time I was not using it. I just started making my own dictionary. And then I started following to some channels on YouTube channel. So I would watch their videos and I would just try to make I just started from the grammar to be honest. Because I was thinking like if I don't know the grammar, how will I be able to construct any sentences? So I started from very zero level, right? Then I learned about the tense, voice, causative verbs. So there are lots of things that we use to for speaking English, right? And then after what did I do? I started to practice a lot. In a day, I would do around 5 hours. 5 hours, yeah, practice. That time I had no one, and I didn't even know that about any app. So I would do just some crap things like I would record myself. I would talk in front of the mirror. I would just try to think more and more in English language. Any thoughts will come in my mind. I would just try to translate it in English language. So overall, what did I do? I just created an environment all the time. Whenever anything comes in my mind and anything, I would just try to translate in English language. So likewise, I just created an environment for myself and kept on learning this language.
Okay. So when did you create your YouTube channel?
I created in 2023 in December as well. last December, I can say.
Okay. Okay. So in you started 2021 learn this language, but you started YouTube channel 2023.
Yes, exactly.
So yeah, when were you learn all language properly? Then you start, and I start for learn this language. That's why I create my YouTube channel.
It's a good thing. Now, I wish I could have started so early, right? But that time I
Yeah.
didn't know that much about the YouTube and all. But I think it will literally help you a lot because while you are on this app now, so you'll be able to be more consistent, right? But that time I was not able to do. I was not that much consistent. The way you are facing problem right now to be consistent, I was facing the same problem. So I was thinking that I wish I could have someone who could pull me to learn this language. I could surrender myself. But that time I had no one. And even I just paid 10,000 rupees to some online, to some teacher, right? To a teacher so that he could pull me to learn this language and I could surrender myself. But I just thought like just a wasting of money. And then after I thought, no, I will not, take any online classes and offline classes. I will not join any classes. I will learn it by my own. Then I made my own strategy. So what all the things do we need to learn for this language? So even though I have already made my own dictionary, but still there was some other thing that was needed to speak English. So I made my own strategy. I made my own course. How can I learn this language very easily? And then I just kept on going. And that really helped me a lot, I can say. And the way I have learned this language, I also help to my students in the easiest way to learn this language. And they also, I can say, they are also like improving. Because if you are teaching to someone through your experience, they will easily be able to connect with you. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to know, ma'am, which method you use? Who's beginner? How do you learn? How do you teach there?
Actually, like I mostly focus on speaking more and more, right? I just told them just firstly make your own to-do list, I can say, and in the to-do list, listening, speaking, these two things is must. You just have to do this, and let alone about the grammar. It's on me. I will take care of it. The kinds of thing you need to speak on it, I will just take care of it. You don't need to go so much deep in grammar, but the kinds of thing that
Hmm.
is important for speak English, I will do that for you. Don't worry. So, and then after I just do some activities in the classes. Just it's like a group conversation, I can say. I just do like a storytelling. I will just pick up any story and just I say 2 to 3 lines of that story, and then I tell to my student, you just have to make this story. You just have to complete this story by your own. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So likewise,
Yeah,
it
good
becomes a
technique.
yes,
Yeah, good
yeah,
technique, no?
yes, right. So likewise, they're
Hmm.
also improving, and I can say, and I'm also helping to build, like, to improve their, I can say, vocabulary as well. Because I think sometimes why do we feel stuck? Sometimes we even we know, but sometimes we don't know, and this is also the reason we feel stuck. We don't know that much
Yeah,
word. Because of that, we don't know how to articulate. So I think this is also the reason, I can say.
yeah. Lack of vocab. That's why we stuck, and we don't know how to that conversation we go long. Okay, we
Exactly.
don't know. I don't know. Who's beginner? Because they in Hindi, if you say, so we are fluent. How that conversation long. But if we come on in English, at that time we face 20 minutes sometime. How I complete 20 minutes? Yeah,
It happens initial time. It happens with everyone, with every learners. But when you keep on learning this language, it will be so easy for you, rather than the Hindi language as well. Because earlier I would
yeah,
also feel uncomfortable, but now I feel so comfortable in English language, right? So it will take time, but you will definitely be able to do it. It will be very easy for you.
yeah. Now I decided, ma'am, I learn this language anyhow. I I can learn. so I can learn. I can do it. This, yeah.
Exactly.
Now I'm never scared. I'm not a give up. I
Yeah,
don't give
never,
up.
never, never. Don't even think that I won't be able to learn this language, because the kinds of thing you start thinking now, you start seeing that things in your day-to-day life, in your life, in your real life, I can say. So whenever any thoughts come in your mind, now it's very hard to learn, then just change the thoughts and say, why I can't learn? There are lots of people who doesn't have even environment. If they can learn, then I can learn as well. And even I have also learned another language. Previous you have already learned a language. That time you didn't have any
Yeah,
environment. So it will also help you to build the confidence, right? It won't take much time.
yeah.
But the thing is that it depends on how much consistent you are. That really
Yes,
matters.
ma'am.
Yeah.
So, do you
And
have any question for me?
yeah, actually, if I ask you one thing, like according to you, what is the most important thing to speak a language? I can say in English language, like people are different people. Some people like listening, some people like speaking, some people like reading and writing. According to you, what is the most important thing?
According to me, ma'am, many people know grammar rules. Many people know how to write. Many people know very well how to reading, but they not able to convey his thought in a speaking part. Okay, they don't know how to speak. Yeah, so if I think if they start speaking, okay, they can start speak, so they gradually learn this language. More than important, you whatever you know, you can speak and you learn this. Try more than more speak, in my opinion.
Yeah, that is correct. But initial time, suppose I'm a beginner, okay? I don't know that much about regarding this language. And if I try to talk with someone, I think it will not be that much beneficial for us. But if I talk with myself, that it will be good for us. Because initial time, if you go and talk with someone, so it may lose your confidence. You may lose your confidence. Because that time you will make a lot of mistake and you will feel like I'm making a lot of mistake. So instead of focusing too much on learning, you will focus on the making the mistake. So initial time, if you focus on too much on listening to learning the new word, and then you will use that word in your speaking, then it will help you to build the confidence. Because before speaking,
Yeah,
firstly we build the confidence, then you speak.
yeah, yeah. Like child, first they listen, they and observe, then they speak. Okay, whatever they input, so they when they speak, so this way they output also continuously. They try.
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
beginner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever they listen, they repeat it, they imitate that words, try to imitate. Yeah, I also try this every word imitate and loudly, but I don't know when I conversation anybody at that time I forget. I know that structure, but that structure uh, jumped there. Yeah,
It's
there.
It's okay if that word or that sentence is not coming to your mind at that point of time. It's completely okay. But what should you do if you learn any vocabulary today? Make sure use that vocabulary at least 2 to 3 times with your own self by making lots of I can say sentences. Okay. Suppose today you have learned just one word. Okay. So just try to make at least 5 to 10 sentences with that one word. So it will automatically go in your subconscious mind. You will start using it. And whether you don't use it while you are listening to someone, yes, something, right? It will definitely come in your mind, okay, this word I have already learned it. And then after you will definitely use it anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, do you have any more question?
No, ma'am.
So shall we wind up the session?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much, dear, for connecting with me.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much and have a nice day.
Thank you. Jai Matrabhumi.
Bye, thank you.